how are you guys doing? It is TwinPlayz here, back again with another video. So today we are going to be doing the episode 3. This is pretty crazy because I know you guys have been waiting like so long for this, like so long, and I am so sorry about that. It's just been busy, and I'll tell you what I'm doing. Make sure to join the Discord. If you aren't, the Discord's event is actually gonna end just tonight. So good, congrats to everyone who's about to win it. It's just a Discord Nitro giveaway. And feel free to subscribe, guys. If you guys are subscribed, thank you so much. It means a lot to me. And join the group in the description. We actually hit 60 members today, so this is an outdated photo. But join the strip, join the group, and yeah. So you guys are probably wondering where are we starting off today? What are we going to be doing? I just want to inform you guys, all the models will be in the description. So if you are looking for the model, which we will require today, if you will need it. This is the TwinPlayz Tycoon Kit 2.0, and in this model we have the GUI buttons, we have animations for building a tycoon, and I'll show you everything like that. Autosave, custom leaderboards, Zednov's main tycoon. Credits to Zednov, of course, because this was his main tycoon, but we made it super nice, much better. And credits to Polar Bear for the tycoon save, and SR King for the Tycoon GUI button. SR kind of helped me out. He's one of my fans too. He helped me out with figuring out the GUI buttons. By that I mean like GUI and making it look nice. So I am so sorry I haven't been able to get this out. I've been working as hard as I can to get it out, and you guys are probably like, dude, you literally did nothing. I mean, you only have this little tiny thing. I actually made my own tycoon kit already, and I'm gonna show you guys how to expand it. But if you do look like this was in server storage. This is my finished tycoon. Now you can probably look at this and like, wow, okay, so never mind, you did a lot of stuff. I did all those things. I got the axes, everything in here is working, and yeah. So yes, I did my own tycoon. I finished it, and this is like an idea. I'm not gonna be giving you guys this yet. At the end of this series, this game will be for free. You guys will be able to download it, and literally you have the whole game for yourself, so you can go and reference, get things, do whatever you want. Of course, don't just straight up use my whole game, like try and make your own, of course, but you know what I mean. But we're going to look at this because I started off with just this, and I made this whole thing. So yeah, I'm going to go in depth with a lot of stuff today, so you guys got to listen closely, and yeah, so we're going to do that. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, let's get right into this, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, boys, so first things first. You are going to grab the model, and it's going to be in the description, of course. Go up here, click claim or get inventory. You're going to hit this. It should say item owned. Once you do that, don't worry about this. You're going to get that out of the way. And once we have that, perfect. You are going to go into your toolbox, grab in the inventory, go to my models right here, and just get your tycoon kit. Sorry, my webcam's kind of blocking it, but we don't need to go in here either way. Just grab that. If you don't have to import it, it's right here. And if this isn't open for you, go to view, and there should be toolbox. Actually, home, toolbox, there you go. But yeah. So like we last talked about, we just did the tycoon of the terrain. And how I'm planning to do this is we are going to be duplicating all the way around, but how I'm thinking is I want to, like how it says in World, Tycoon Island model. This is all a group, so we will be basically copying and pasting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's going to be 8 islands, and then we're going to be looking at that. So we're going to quickly talk about how to build more things and how to add on to your tycoon. Now, when it comes to this, there's a lot to it, and we're going to talk about more of the droppers, the scripts, and a few of the things, mainly because in my first episode on how to just make a tycoon, it has 20k views. Some people are really confused, and I'm pretty surprised, I gotta be honest. I didn't think it would get that many views, and I tried to explain it the best, but it didn't really work out. So we're going to open this up. And there's going to be a few things. There's going to be the core handler, dev product, linked, save, trigger, readme, settings. Now, you can go to the readme and just look at some stuff. This is the tycoon name. You're going to be putting your name in here, so just anything you want, read right there. And then find first child, just make sure to, so if you were to go here, you can search up twin. Well, okay, I guess I'm right. So you're going to just change this to anything it is. Right now it's 2.0, so you can just do that. I'm pretty sure you gotta make sure you have these matching, so just make sure to match those up because it's going to the work search and finding that right there. So make sure to match those up. So now once you have that, what we're gonna be doing is yeah, so we're gonna look at some of this stuff, but we're gonna look at that later. You don't need to worry about in here settings. This is gonna be the main thing. We're gonna look at this, okay? These are gonna be the sounds, and by sounds I mean by in the create button, where if you go to over here and go to here, uh, you're gonna have to find your own or make your own. You can do whatever you want and upload it. These are the sound buttons, and you would go right here, grab the number, minus it 1, and then you would copy and paste that into right there, and that'd be the purchase button, the collect button, and everything like that. So you don't really want to change this though because they are really already nice. Now for my Tycoon, I'm doing auto assign teams mainly because we're having them spawn at the island, and they're gonna get their base right away. Now you're going to set that to true. If you don't want that to happen, where you don't want it to just, they want to go choose their Tycoon, you're going to type right here, and you're going to go false. So make sure to do that if you want. Now, the currency name is cash. I would keep that as cash because that just makes sense. And, yeah, so I would make sure to keep that as cash. Now, give me 1 second. Okay, that's some funny stuff. Sorry, my friend just called me. Okay, so the currency name is cash. You can change that. I wouldn't recommend it. I would just keep it as cash. If you want to change it to, like, money. So this is like kind of the leaderboard thing up in the top. We're actually gonna go because I think you need to change it if I'm right. Still, let's see here. Instant value, capture, stats, desk, cash. Yeah, you're gonna have to change it. So, oh well, you won't because the currency name you can just change this to anything. So yeah, that works. So what we really just added was this build animation, and it took a long time. Let's say that. Figured out some scripts, and I'll show you where they are and what they look like. And yeah, so that works. If you don't want the build animation, set it to false. Just same thing as we did up here. Button fade out, button fade in, same thing. You can change these, make it higher if you want it to take less time, and make it lower if you want it to make more time. Now, the leaderboard settings, this is where if you do change them to true, false, it will show like, so I would show currency, of course, so cash, so set that to true, and show currency, make it true, because this will make it so convert comma, convert show it. You know how it goes million, quintillion, that kind of stuff, billion, trillion. It will do that, so make sure to have that on true. Stealing, I would set it to true, because it makes it more fun. False, if you want to do like a house tycoon or something like that. Kills, I would keep it as true, just for my Tycoon I am. If you want deaths, I would honestly do false for deaths, because there's no point in knowing how many times he died, because that kind of sucks. So yeah, that's what I have for my settings. These are my main settings. Now, you don't really have to worry about anything else. The save trigger, same thing. You can look in the settings. This is going to be the main thing too when it comes to rebirths. I haven't really showed you guys yet how rebirths work, and I'm going to probably do a separate video on it because it's kind of hard and there's a lot to it. But rebirths do work, by the way, but they don't work in studio, so you have to do it in game. Now you guys are probably also wondering, do they work like in general where it does it where you have to purchase everything, even the game passes. So I need to fix it, and once it's fixed, we'll figure it out, and you know, you won't have to worry about it. So this is the save 2.0. Yeah, 1.0, whatever that works. So if you want to change this, this is where people will get cash if they're in the group. It's pretty easy to change. You just have to find the group ID, which all you have to do is go here and go into groups. And let's say for my community, I have it right now. You just click that, copy that right 9 number right there, and you will just paste it up in that right there and center the amount of cash. Now, when it comes to these right here, we're going to fix these later because it's kind of hard to understand and how it works, but it's the same concept of like how much cash is required for rebirthing. So rebirth 1, if you bought everything, it doesn't require any cash. Rebirth 2, if you bought everything, it requires 50 cash, 50k. Rebirth 3, it requires 100k. So that's kind of how that works. So once you go in the content, you don't really have to worry about anything, but I'm just going to show you quick the new thing we added for the building animations. We added the tween service and the properties, descendants, animating building. This is kind of the main script where it will basically build it for you. So it's pretty cool. Took a lot of time, I guess you could say. And down here we have where it will build it. So right there. So we're gonna test this out and show you how it works. And yeah, so let's do this. So we're gonna hit play. Now, when someone joins the game, of course, we're gonna have a few things. I actually forgot to remove the UI, so you're about to see my UI in a second here and show you what it's look like. This will be in the description too. I mean, later on in the next video. So we're gonna hit play, and what will happen was I set it up so normally if you know, like, it will teleport them to the Tycoon spawn, but they won't claim it already. So like they would have to go to the door and claim it. But I made it so the door claim is right by the spawn because we want them to just immediately have it, and that looks better in my opinion. But yeah, so now we have here, you can see we have 0 cash, kills, cash, rebirth, same thing. Now, how this works is we have these UI buttons, and we have max distance, of course, because we don't want those popping up out of nowhere. There is a way of doing it where SR actually did this, where you can put a thing over it so people can see what button you missed. So we're going to walk over it, and as you can see, it's building. So that's kind of how that works, just build. And as you can see, this works. We have the proximity prompt service. And yeah, so that's pretty much how that works. I kind of customized a bit more, and I'll show you guys how to in a minute here. I actually added this in. He didn't do these colors or anything. I made sure to do it and fix it up because he told me to. But as you can see, this is the game passes. I made it look nicer and more cute, I guess. So yeah, so we're going to go to Give Cash, and we're just going to get 1,000,000 real quick. And once you buy more, it's just going to build them all in. As you can see, they will just build in for you. And that's really cool. So that's like a really big addition to this. And how this works is every time they step on it, make the noise, start building it. And this is cool for house tycoons who ever do that, because you can see how it does that animation. It's some cool stuff, and I'm proud that we just found this out. So yeah, and I actually do have my lighting as future because it looks nice. And in this tycoon, there is axe and there is katana. Now, God, I totally forgot. I need to upload these because I know people are going to want to use these. So I'm going to upload these for you, and I'm going to show you. We're actually going to like do some stuff with them because people, yeah, damn it. You know what? We're not going to do that. I'm going to have you guys use your own. So I'm not going to give you these because I'm going to wait till the end of the series to just give you that. Because I want you guys to be able to make your own lighting. And you guys are going to be like, oh, the giver doesn't give me. That was the main problem in the last game, was people weren't going to be able to figure this out. It doesn't just work like that. You have to do some few things to fix it and make it work. So yeah. But this is pretty much how it works. And that's the main thing of the Tycoon. I had these guys walk. They can do their thing. I don't know why the walk animation, the hands aren't moving anymore. I think I need to redo the animation. But yeah. And they place a thing every time. So let's do this. We're going to start off with learning how the Tycoons work. Now, if you have a Tycoon in here, like we said, we're going to be doing the Island Tycoon, where that means we're going to have to duplicate these and move them one by one. And you guys are, some people were having problems with how do you make multiple teams and everything like that. This is really all you got to do. You got to say like, okay, let's see, green coconut. And you got to duplicate the thing in here, the model, because if you're duplicating this, it's just going to break it. And you're going to go in here, drop color. We're going to make it green, like that. Material value slate, we can change it to anything. Owners, nothing. Team color, this is where you get your own new team. There you go. So now we have a green team. So if we were to click play, we will have a green team that will be unclaimed, and no one will be in it. So yeah, I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, but just stay bearing with me because this is going to be a little big one. So yeah, as you can see, we got green coconut. And of course, you spawn in on this one first because this one wasn't done yet. But as you can see, it already changes the color too, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, so there's that. That's how you make more teams. And now we are going to learn about customizing and making another thing part of the Tycoon. So making another thing. So let's just build something real quick. So we're going to grab this, and we're going to make a little crate, or just something for fun. So let's say we just grab this and do brown, so something like that. And then make sure it's anchored, of course. Duplicate it. Make this as simple as possible, boys. Make it white. Just go out like that. And duplicate. Bring this up here. duplicate, go right here. Okay, so let's just say this is a table or something. And then let's grab wood because it makes it more nicer. So let's say like that. That's a little table that you can use or whatever, you know, for fun. Now, this is how you add it. You're going to group all your parts. Make sure everything's grouped. We're going to name this table. So once we have the name, this is the name. It's going to be called table. We're going to open this Iron Coconut up. And there's a few things we got to look at. There's buttons, entrance, essentials, and purchases. Entrance is basically the touch to claim, so you don't need to worry about that. If you are trying to change where this is, you can just move the head, do whatever you want with that. It is your own preference, so don't worry about it. Keep everything the same right there. Essentials, keep the same too, but you can move everything around like I said. Collector parts, conveyor, giver, which will be right here, which is the money giver. You can move everything around. So you can move everything around, just don't change the names. That's what I'm going to give out to you guys. And these are models, these are parts, same thing. Part collector, if you are trying to make multiple part collectors, I'm pretty positive. I saw something earlier. You see, there was extra, but this didn't work. I think you can actually just duplicate the part collector. So like go like this and make another one. Like just move another one, like one here and one here, and it will actually work. So yeah, if you're trying to have more conveyor somewhere else, I think that's the new solve, now I realize. But yeah, so don't touch those. So we're going to go in here. We're going to grab this table, and we're moving into purchases. Purchases is where it's everything that the person can purchase, of course. So like everything that they're going to be able to buy. Now, anything that is outside the purchases that you want, like let's say the floor, for example, that already spawns because that was in essentials. If you didn't put this in purchases, it would just spawn by itself. You got to make sure it's in purchases. And then let's say this. So we got the table now. We're going to put that right there. Once we have the table, we're going to go into here and we're going to close that because we already know it's named table. Go to buttons and we already have begin working right here. So we're going to actually duplicate that. Now, when it comes to getting more buttons, duplicating is super easy to do, and it's just the best way to going around this. Now, how I make sure I reference the same amount of prices and keep them really like organized is, let's say this. So we're gonna say build table, and we're gonna follow the format here, and we're gonna go like this, and let's say 100. So like that. So now we know it's $100. We're gonna go inside this. We're gonna look at object, and you see how it says mine is the value. We need to change that to table, like that. Make sure it's the matched name. Now price, we're going to name that to 100. Value is how you change it and how it knows what it is. So now that it's already has an object and buttons, then in the object is the table, it's not going to show up out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And we have 100. Now the one thing about this though that I just saw is this dependency. We're going to need this, so let's just grab that because this one doesn't have it right now, it looks like. So we're actually going to grab one of those because normally all the rest of them do. Begin working doesn't because it doesn't need a dependency. It's just one of those things that spawn automatically. Now that we have that, the dependency is going to be mine because once this spawns, we'll be able to buy this. So now we're going to look at this button. No, wrong button. Oh, build table. And we're going to look at head. Now, if you are trying to customize the head, you can change this to any color. So let's go white. You can change it to the material. You can actually change this on how it looks, what size it is, and all that kind of stuff. We're going to look at this, and this is the main script of that SR figured out. To change the text, make it look nice and everything. Now, if you guys are trying to do your own text, you're going to have to try and stick with me. You can honestly just remove that big thing right there. Do whatever you guys want, but customizing this is pretty simple. So this is begin working. We're going to go down here into text. So we're click this, make sure you have properties open. If you don't have properties, go to view, and it should be on the left right here in Explorer and properties. So now we're going to say build table like that. So now it's going to change to build table. We're going to go into this billboard GUI. We're going to go open all those frames, go down here, see how it is green text. You can change it all you like. And we're going to say 100. So now if you want to change the green text, like I said, you can change the color right there with text color. Frame, you're going to go down and scroll to image color because this is an image. And let's go with a tan. It's kind of cool. And then we're going to go with this background, and we're going to go with a white or a gray. We're going to go with a gray again. So that kind of looks like that weird kind of color, but that makes it kind of cool. So yeah, so now we have that. And this is what I was mainly talking about. You got to make sure you have your button that has a purchase. If there's a button with no purchase in it, it's not going to work. So make sure they both have the same object name and it all matches the same. So we're going to hit play again, and we're going to look at this and show you that this did work. I'm pretty positive. And that's kind of how you make your own things and go in advance from it. Now, when it comes from building, like I said, you guys, people are just don't understand how to build and like add more stuff to it. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to say. But as you can see, this just popped up because I just bought the mine, and that is the name object is mine. So once the dependency finds that the mine is placed, it will spawn it. So now you can run it over, builds a table. So there we go. So that's how you add to the things. That is how you add and fix this, and you know, like whatever. Like this is how you add more to it. Now this one too, I kind of have this button. You can click that and stuff. But like I said, how I had my whole thing just built, it's all the same. You just have to make sure you get the same make sure you get the right dependencies. Like right after they do this, they can buy this next thing, and it can just expand it. You can expand and do whatever you guys want. Literally anything. That's why I did with mine, and I made it really nice. So yeah, that's what I got for you for the buttons. I got one more button to do, probably the Gamepass button, because you guys were really confused on that. It seemed to not work for some people, which is really confusing to me. I don't know why, but it's saying that it's not for sale, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, so we're going to go into this. We're going to go to 2 times, actually, yeah. Let's grab that real quick. So inside here, there's the Game Pass number, and all you got to do, like I said, it's the same thing. Object, 2 times upgrader, price, 1, don't, give to 0. Dependencies, mine. Game Pass, it's going to say this. This is the 9 number of your Game Pass. So that is like what you put on your store game page for sale, and it has to be on sale, of course. Make sure it is on sale. Now, if this doesn't work, you guys, I'm sorry. I didn't really want to go too death in that because I don't know why it's not working for some people, but it is for others. But like I said, that is the 9 number that it needs. But yeah, so that's that. And you just need to grab that button, Game Pass, and everything like that. I already have it all set up for you guys, so you don't really have to worry about it. But yeah. So that's kind of that. And as you can see, I got these big guys too. These guys are pretty cool. I did a video on this already, so if you want to go look at that, go look at that. It's pretty cool. And yeah. So, of course, when you build a Tycoon, it's always going to be showing up, and then when you play, it's not going to be shown because that's just how it is. So, what was I going to talk about now? We're kind of done with buttons. Oh, gears. This is what we need to do. So, this is the main thing. Oh, I didn't even show you the dropper scripts either, guys. That's bad. Okay. So, mine. So, dropper script, you can open in here. Now, this is where how much the drop is worth. You can change this to anything. Right now, it's 1 because they'll just have to click it 70 times to buy the next thing. But you can change this to 10, change it to 105, change it to 1 freaking million, do whatever you want. Now, that is where you change to show how much it drops. Now, if you're going to go into the other droppers, these already drop automatically. You do the same thing here. Drop as much as you want and how long. Raise the number, lower the number, test it out yourself. And remember, just keep it the same, to be honest. But this is where you change how much it drops. Now, if you have an expensive Tycoon, change these a lot. I changed them a ton. And the same thing goes with these guys. It keeps going. And then when I say, let's see here, Mega Dropper, I made it 25. Let's say that. And then when it comes to the upgraders, these are the same thing, where it will find the part and it will add it by 100. Don't use times, because that doesn't really, it's not the best. I did that for the times too. But as you can see, it's adding 100 to it. Now we're going to go to the other upgrader, maybe yes, right here. And it's the same thing, so +5. So that's pretty cool. That's how the upgraders work. And if you're kind of cool, look at mine. I got my little effects on it, made it kind of cool, But yeah, so these are like pretty custom. Thought it'd be cool. Added the little effects to it too. But now we're going to get into the givers. A lot of people are so confused. Like, so confused. So, change the buttons to whatever game thing you find. So we're gonna like look at this for a second because I really want to figure this out for you guys. So let's search up sword R15 or R6, whatever you guys are, like just anything. So let's say this real quick. Put it in starter pack. So you're gonna be finding your tools by doing that. Is going into the toolbox and looking at them and making sure they're okay. I don't have any other ideas for it rather than that, because that's just the easier way to go. And as you can see, you got everything in here, and you can check the scripts. I don't care right now. But now we're going to be naming this sword, so like that. And this is how you give yourself gears. You go here and drag it to lighting. Lighting is where all your stuff is going to be, all your weapons. So now that you have sword, you can close that. And then you're going to go to a giver, so giver 1. Now it had the directions in it, so you can look at that. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at regen time, and let's say that is 5. We're just going to make it 0 because it should regenerate automatically. Text name, this is going to be the weapon that, well, no. This is the main part. Everyone was changing this right here. Don't change that. Change the value. The value is what is getting it. The text name, keep that the same or else you're going to break it. So change the value and name it sword. Make sure it exactly matches the weapon that you put in lighting. That's how that works. Now weapon name, that's going to be that right here. You're going to change that to sword because it's a sword. So there you go. This is the giver. So when they touch that, they're going to get the weapon. So you can put that wherever you want. I actually did one differently. The scene brick is where you can put everything in here. So I put a battle axe. Now if you want, you can just grab that and click no. So you're going to get that right here. Go like that. Bring this in here. And let's go like that. So now you have the sword in there, tidy and nicey. And we are going to grab this. We're going to grab this. And we're going to grab this. And we're going to group it because we don't want any scripts in there. And we're going to go into here. We're going to go to giver 1. And we're going to go to scene brick, put it in there. Also make sure these boys are anchored like that. Can't collide on. There we go. And you're good to get rid of that thing right there. So now that that works, we're going to test this out. Make sure it works. And I didn't change the button, but whatever. You can change that all you'd like since I'm trying to dial in this video. This is a long video, you guys. I'm so sorry. This is as much information I can get out because this is kind of like the episode 1, but more clearly. So now we're going to hit play. We're going to walk over here, run over here, grab that. Let's see here. I think I just need to grab this thing over here. Lower walls, get the floor. Here we go. We have the axe. Buy that. See how it just built in the sword. Now the name is sword. Let's test this out. Boom. And it's regenning a ton, so it just gave me a ton. So actually don't do that. Make it a 5. Then, boom. There we go. So, yeah, you guys. Oh, that's kind of cool. I should add that to my Tycoon. Yeah. So, that's that. So now it works, like I said. Search up R6, R15, whatever you guys want. You just got to figure it out. Get your own tool. Do whatever you need to do. You make your own. I'll do some tutorials on that soon. But, yeah, you guys. I think that's it. We got everything pretty much figured out. But, like I said, just duplicate the islands, figure it out. I am going to be doing this. The model is in the description, by the way. I am going to be making like this game public where you can just download it for the final video. So it's already been made, so you don't really have to worry about that. I don't know if you want to use this game, whatever you guys want to do. I don't really care. But that's pretty much what I kind of meant to say. Another thing you could do is how it says world. I think I might do this too with my other one. Essentials. I might just put that in essentials because that means it will just spawn with it. And then I won't have any trouble. I can just duplicate this however I like it. So that's kind of another thing to do, think about. But that's my main thing. That's really all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy this and this was worth your time. I'm sorry it took so long to get out. I just been having a lot of thinking and what am I going to do? What is this? What should I do, you know? And I try my best in that. So, yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy this. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share. And, yeah, you guys. That's pretty much all I got for you guys. I hope you guys did enjoy it. For real. Sorry about that. Go watch the recent video on the the TwinPlayz series. It's actually really funny. So, yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah. Bye, you guys.